And recording. So, I randomly came across a band called Kernunnos, and it's, according to this, a pagan folk band. A song by the name of Striga. I don't know very much about it, but I have it pulled up here. They have under 1,000 subscribers. This is from a month ago. Less than 25,000 views. So I'm assuming this is a pretty small, not necessarily well-known band. So that's what I'm about. The little guy. I don't know if this is a little guy. But like I want to discover new music, and I want to share new music. So pagan folk. Let's go. I feel like the actual track is about to start, but it's been 2 minutes already. So, like, first impressions, the name Striga and Kernunnos makes me think of like either Swedish or Norwegian or like that area. But like the visuals, the stripe across the face, the feathers, braids makes me think like Native American. But like I think I hear like a what sounds like a didgeridoo, which is very Aborigine, very Australian. But either way, it has to do with like a native population from like times past, and all this imagery of the sort of forest. Uh, it kind of like evokes thoughts of like witchcraft, but not necessarily because this is anything witchy or anything, just because what society proposes as witchcraft is only necessarily women who have knowledge. So anytime a woman has knowledge and chooses to learn, especially in olden times, it's like, oh, she's a witch. Let's scroll back just a smidge. It sounds like the actual like song is going to start because so far it's been like all intro. Go. interesting. That was interesting because there was a couple of times where the older woman would look back and see the cloaked figure, especially at the end there, and just kind of like smile, like, ah, there you are. Of course you're there. Thank you for looking out for me and watching over me. Then it turns out she was the cloaked figure, and like it seemed like the narrative was like the child at the beginning turned into her, and so they were the same person. But it seems like she was the cloaked figure, and she had the child. It turns into like that whole. You can either say mother, maiden, crone, witches, or you could say like, oh, Bavarian fairy tale witches. They're gonna eat the children. But this isn't Bavarian, which is German. Um, this felt more like an interlude than it did like a song. There's a lot of build, and there wasn't really a resolution. But it was still enjoyable. Huh. I liked it. It didn't really, as a song or a track, didn't really say much. Because, like, as far as the levels go, like, it didn't feel like there was a crescendo. Like, it just was kind of not necessarily flat the whole way through. But again, like an interlude. Like, it's an in between. Like, you're in between a space. So, like, here's track 1. Here's track 3. Oh, no, no. Here's a building. And here's the 11th floor. And here, the 12th floor. And here's the 14th floor. The building doesn't have a 13th floor. Except it technically does, because it has that foot of, like, nothing. Because superstition, we can't have a 13th floor, so it's the elevator is going to take you from 12 to 14, so that the 14th floor, you know what floor you're really on, but they put that foot of asbestos or whatever in between to yeah. It felt like there was a little danger, but also like some familiarity in the chanting and all that. Like, it did feel a little dangerous, but it also felt safe. So at the end, when it's the black cloaked woman, it's her, and she's cradling the girl. Did she kidnap the girl? Is it her daughter? You don't know. But it did feel a little like safe at the end there. Like, if she is cradling her, it's just like, I have you, I'm protecting you. And like, there were candles and like antlers and stuff. So like, you're setting up like a spell or something. So it's maybe the whole point of that was to draw the child to her. Or maybe it was a protection spell. I don't know enough. No context. So it could be a number of different things. But it did give like an air of like witchcraft, somewhat. I definitely have to hear more just to understand what it is that's actually happening. Um, but again, like, it sounds like an interlude. Like, I feel like I'm not getting a good representation of what the band is. Pagan folk band. Pagan, you think like old time religion, and folk is very acoustic sounding, essentially, kinda. Huh. I'm curious.